Recorded live at 4ZZZ Studios Brisbane on 102.1 FM and broadcast across Australia on the Community Radio Network.
You're listening to Zedgames.
With 10 years experience and over 500 episodes, Zedgames brings you the best in gaming news, reviews, community and culture. Want to reach out? Message us on Facebook at ZEVGamesAU. My name is Evie, you're listening to Zedgames, and I'm here with...
Caitlin?
And William.
Oh my goodness.
Is that a new voice?
Who's that?
Who's that?
The Swedish voice to take over, you know. Hello, my name is William.
Perfect, nailed
I
it.
do love your little bits of Australian accent in there as well.
I mean, I'm trying to
My name
fit
is
in.
William. I go to Bunnings, mate.
No, please don't.
But he does play video games.
Yes, a lot.
That's why he's here.
He also makes them.
Oh.
Yes, that's the fancy thing.
Yeah.
I even make them more than I play them. Actually,
Oh.
it's kind of sad, but it's nice. It's a lot of fun. I'm not going to complain.
It's like, yeah, you go to study game design or something, and you're like, cool. I get to. I assume this means I get to interact / play games all the time. No.
You
No.
really
It's work.
some coding.
Yes. But I mean, at least I get to play a lot of cool stuff.
Codeine?
Coding.
Oh, sorry.
Codeine.
I was
Yeah.
going to say something bad. I won't.
Okay.
One of those is fun. The other one isn't.
We'll never know.
Exactly.
Oh.
So, today is our episode 501.
Hell
We are-
yeah.
What?
Also, happy 2020, everybody. We are in the new year, the new decade.
Something.
The
All
Roaring
the-
20s.
The Roaring
Yeah.
20s.
The Roaring 20s are back.
I
They
had
are
2020 vision, and here I am.
The Roaring 20s now with social media.
Ooh.
Woo! I wonder how many, flapper parties we'll see this year.
Oh my goodness.
Probably a lot.
Actually, on New Year's, because I was in Melbourne with my
Yeah.
partner, and we didn't really know Melbourne very well, so we just kind of opened Google Maps and typed in gay bar. Just where do we go? And they all showed up in this particular area, Fitzroy, and they're all on this
Yes.
one strip. So we got an Uber and went out there, and then we went in and out of a few of them, and we're like, okay, this is too much raver, not my jam. And then we go to the next one, it was virtually empty, and I'm like, I actually prefer this to the other one, but nothing's happening. I don't feel like being alone in this space all night. And then we went to the third one, and the third one was just right because it was a Roaring 20s themed venue, as well as everyone was dressed in the Roaring 20s theme, and I was just like, oh, this
So
is
good.
fantastic.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And just before midnight, we watched a show, a live performance of this woman dancing to every song that has na 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 na's in it, with dressed in a banana suit with holding a banana, and it was a mashup
Oh my
of different
nice.
Nana songs. It was amazing. I was like, this is the best.
So
I couldn't have asked for a
good.
better end.
That sounds beautiful. I mean, I followed my Swedish route. We went down to Tweeds to celebrate twice to cross the line. The first one, we ended up at an old folks dancing hall, and they were just singing ABBA.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes, a Swedish New Year's.
That sounds
But it was so nice.
amazing.
Felt so at home.
You're like, look how far I've come, and I still can't escape. It's like, damn it.
ABBA is everywhere.
It was cool. It was a cool experience.
Sounds really
What did you
fun.
do for New Year's, Caitlin?
Nothing.
Oh.
No, New Year's Day we went down to Goldie and took all the friends and all the dogs and had a really nice beach day.
Oh, I remember you telling me that.
And
That's
now,
nice.
yeah, I'm still peeling, but it was worth it.
Not as bad as William over here.
Nah, I went to Surfers the other day, and
Oh.
we don't have sun in Sweden, so I didn't think about sunscreen.
He's actually a lot
Yep.
redder. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you,
vicious.
you don't see the bad parts, and you're
Yeah.
lucky you don't see the bad parts.
You know
Everyone is
how-
listening.
You know how we have that red mic is on
Mhm.
and that we're live sign behind you? Yeah, that's the colour of his back.
That's what my back was like too. I had to do nothing for
I heard you
2
need-
days.
I heard you need a new lamp. That's why I'm here, right?
Yeah, well.
Just take your shirt off intermittently.
Oh,
We're on it.
anyway, we're going to listen to some news now. This week in gaming news, video game stamps in the UK are paying tribute to classic games. Britain's Royal Mail is about to launch a series of stamps that recognise the country's biggest game creations from days of old, such as Tomb Raider, Elite, Wipeout, and Sensible Soccer. They go on sale on January 21st and will cost a little over £14. The main collection will feature Micro Machines, Dizzy, Worms, Populous, and Lemmings, while Tomb Raider gets its own sheet. You could send some mail with them, however they aren't much use down under unless you want to add to your stamp collection. Fortnite was 2019's highest grossing game, even with a 25% revenue dip. The free-to-play Battle Royale earned $1.8 billion US. It's the second year in a row that Fortnite has earned this title, with $2.4 billion in 2018. Pokemon Go is also up there with $1.4 billion, seemingly climbing each year. Free-to-play games take out 80% of all digital game revenue. Outside of the free-to-play realm, FIFA 19 was the top PC and console game earner, generating over $780 million. Call of Duty Modern Warfare was close behind on $640 million, and Grand Theft Auto 5 was a little under $600 million. Pay-upfront games have had a 5% decrease in sales throughout 2019, probably due to the smaller number of big hits released. The 2019 Steam Awards were announced by Valve just before New Year's, with many big games being nominated for the top spot in each category. The winners are Game of the Year, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. VR Game of the Year went to Beat Saber. Labour of Love went to Grand Theft Auto 5. Better with Friends was DayZ. Most Innovative Gameplay went to My Friend Pedro. Outstanding Story-Rich Game went to A Plague Tale: Innocence. Best Game You Suck At went to Mortal Kombat 11. And for Outstanding Visual Design went to Gris. There was also Nintendo Switch's Best Games of 2019 awards, which were announced over Christmas, with some of the most amazing games both big and small for the year. Making Australia proud out in two categories was Damsel for Best Hidden Gem and Untitled Goose Game for Best Single Player Experience. If you'd like to look at the full list, check out Zedgames Facebook and Twitter for the link at ZedGamesAU. Looking forward to what amazing games there will be in store for 2020. That's all this week in gaming news. It's been an interesting 2019. I'm glad it's over.
I'm not.
I'm glad it's over.
I missed it. So many good games. So many cool
There
things.
were
Games.
some great games.
I can't get past Untitled Goose Game.
That is such a standout for me, honestly.
I haven't
What a
even played it
game.
yet.
Oh, it's so
I haven't
good.
even played it yet.
And it's not that expensive. So
It literally won Best Single Player Experience on the Switch, which I just was like,
amazing.
ah!
It plays extremely well on the Switch. It's really good on PC too, but yeah, on the Switch it's such a fun little game to play. It's like that perfect mix of a good handheld game, but also just fun. You can spend hours on it.
I mean, it feels like a
Definitely one of my
breath of fresh air. Considering
Yeah.
like there's been a lot about like Fortnite and Battle Royales last year was like the big thing.
Yeah.
And now there's finally like a game that's just like, it's relaxing to play.
Yeah,
It's
a
like you don't
good-
have to stress.
Yeah, I think-
always good when indies come out and they're just
Yes.
amazing.
I think what was like really on point, on fleek,
On
if
it.
you will, about Untitled Goose Game was
On honk.
on honk.
Yeah.
It was more that it's a game about chaos that doesn't have violence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember us talking about this when I
Yeah.
was doing my review of it. Very much, it's just fun.
You can
Stupid.
run amok, you can destroy things, you can create a mess without there being violence or anyone being negatively impacted in a way that's like creates, trauma.
Yeah.
You know, it's just an annoying goose
Stealing your lake. Or your rake.
stealing your
Your
lake.
Rake in
putting
the lake?
it in the lake. Yeah.
Yeah. Stealing your lake and putting it on the lake. Rake. Oh no.
Oh no.
Derailed. Episode 1 of the year down.
What other games did you guys love from 2019?
Pokemon Sword.
Yep.
Yeah. It's just like,
Pokemon Shield.
Ah,
Pokemon Swoosh.
swoosh.
swoosh. I mean, I still got into old games. I've always been into like competitive games. So Rainbow Six Siege was the one I went into, and I got stuck by it.
Yeah.
Played with friends. it's not much really to talk about it, to be honest.
I played a
stuff.
lot of
Sh-
old
yeah.
games
The
as
end.
well. I was like, what do I feel like playing? There's so many new games out. I'll play Mass Effect 2 and 3
Going back to the
and
old
all
school.
these other
That's
games.
like
Skyrim. Haven't busted that out in a while.
Ooh.
Because Monster Hunter Iceborne came out last year as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I, the year before that, got Monster Hunter World. I
Yep.
still haven't played Monster Hunter World. I have it. I purchased it. It's sitting there. And then a whole new Monster Hunter comes out. And I haven't even played the one previous.
Such a mood.
So yeah, I'm probably going to get on that.
Oh, Red Dead Redemption came out last year as well, right? That's one that I
Yeah.
have literally downloaded on my PlayStation. Have played the tutorial and was like, that was really long. I need a break. And then something else came out that I played, and then I went back and I was like, I can't remember how to play this game.
Oh no!
What?
So I need to play the tutorial again and actually start playing it. But, yeah.
This might be a design flaw with finding
No,
something.
I think it's a personal flaw, to be honest. It's called an attention span. I don't have
You're
one.
just like, ooh, shiny.
Yeah.
It's like-
Oh, shiny sword and shield. Let's go.
yeah, it's like,
It's just that
did you say Pokemon?
Cowboy intensity, you just can't take that for too long.
Exactly.
It's like, ugh.
I don't even have a cowboy hat to wear while I'm playing it.
What?
So
I feel like that's mandatory. You have to have a
Yeah.
cowboy hat to play it.
yeah, I yelled yeehaw a bunch of times on Twitter and that just
Get a cap
petered
gun
out.
too, just
Mm.
fire off in the house every now and then.
Start shooting my neighbours. No,
Oh,
No,
God. No.
With the cap gun, I
with
hope.
the cap,
Yeah.
with a Nerf gun.
Oh, that would be
Oh.
funnier.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yes.
It's fun shooting Nerfs at cats, actually.
Oh, what? This is-
Anyway,
no.
it's very entertaining.
Let's move away from that, please. I like cats.
Well, fine then.
Mm.
We are going to talk about The Witcher.
Oh.
So yeah,
Oh.
The Witcher.
Oh.
Sorry, everybody's ruined. I'm very excited.
I can see all the red lines popping up. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Going to your Witcher.
Oh, Valley of Plenty.
Are you doing like the chicken dance?
I don't know. This is just I'm excited to
It's
talk about this.
amazing. Love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I'm addicted.
Very good.
Oh, I have mixed feelings.
Okay, well that's fine, Evie. It's very
It's
good.
okay.
Next.
We'll talk about it back outside later on.
Well, the only reason I have mixed feelings is I've never played The Witcher,
Oh.
But
and
then-
so, but I like the universe.
Mm.
I've always loved the concept of
Yes.
it, and I thought, well, if this is going to appeal to a mass audience, it's on Netflix,
it's on Netflix.
right? If it's going to appeal to a mass audience, I should be able to understand the lore very clearly because it's the first
Yeah,
debut of The Witcher,
Yeah.
such and such. It should be able to translate to people who don't play the game, right? And it did.
Yeah.
It did. I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
Great job casting.
Yep.
Hell of a lot of contacts, lenses. There was a lot
Yeah.
of contacts.
They're quite
Yes.
good though. Like Yens were really good.
Yeah.
Yens were good.
Yens, I would stare at and be like, surely they're actually purple.
Yeah.
Her eyes must
Series-
actually
Yeah.
be purple.
Less good, but Yens were good.
Yeah, no, some of the characters I was like, the contacts annoy me.
Mm.
But the story was good until I was enjoying the story up until like episode 3 when I went, wait on, what the hell's going on? Why
Yes.
is and then I didn't realize that there was a timeline difference
Yeah.
until a whole episode. So I spent probably 45 minutes to an hour worth of The Witcher going, I'm only watching this for the sake of watching it now and not because I understand what's going on.
I very much enjoyed it. So I've talked about The Witcher 3 on this show before, and my love for it. I will say, and one thing that I saw popping up on Twitter as well that I agree with, there were just some continuity errors and some things that weren't very realistic. So if they'd stayed true to The Witcher source material, i.e. the game, there are many times that Roach was just there. He wasn't on top of a roof for half an hour and you couldn't figure out how to get him down. Also, Geralt seemed to scale walls very easily, which is not very realistic given my experience with the game. I'm joking, by the way. You're looking at me
Okay.
like trying to figure out if I'm
Alright.
being
I-
serious. I'm not. And like he was swimming and he was doing all sorts of things that I've not known Geralt to do when I was controlling him on my PlayStation 4.
With your mind.
Let me save you there. Let me save The Witcher there and actually say I'm pretty sure it's based on the books and not the games.
That would be why.
Because if it was based on the games, then we would have Roach on a roof for an
Yes.
hour and Gerald would just be, come down. Please, I want to play the game.
Fine, I'll walk.
No, I actually haven't played any of the Witcher games or seen any playthroughs or anything of it either.
Oh.
And I really, really enjoyed it. Not only was Toss a Coin to a Witcher the best song I've ever
Yeah.
heard.
Song, such an earworm.
Yes, and Henry, Daddy, that's amazing.
Da-da.
Daddy.
Actually, yeah, I question my sexuality every time he pops up on the
Yes,
screen.
yes, every
Yes.
time.
Henry Cavill.
I saw a meme where it was literally like a picture of him as Superman and then Khaleesi from Game of Thrones, and if you fuse them together, you get.
Yes.
And I was like, that makes a lot of sense. I
Yeah.
can see the resemblance.
That explains the daddiness of it all.
Yeah.
The powerness.
The power.
It's sheer power.
Yeah.
We were talking about this earlier when we were sort of talking about the fact that we were going to be talking about The Witcher.
Here we are
What a
talking about
sentence.
The Witcher.
Yeah. So something that some people don't know, but it's quickly becoming known. Henry Cavill is a big nerd, and I love it because he is huge, right? He is this massive buff, gorgeous. Let's be honest, he's gorgeous. This man, he is a big nerd, and he loves The Witcher. He has read all the books. He has played all the games, a few times, I think. And when the Witcher series was in development, he was calling up his agent every day going, hey, so are they casting yet? Can I be Geralt yet?
Yeah.
That's cute.
Can we? No? Okay, I'll call back tomorrow. And literally he's pushing, like, he wanted to be Geralt so badly. And yeah, he did such an incredible job.
Oh yes, he was
Such an
amazing at
amazing
it.
job.
And I mean, having a big actor name like that pushing the show definitely helped to get it through in the first place,
Sure.
without a doubt.
The voice
Yeah.
training amazes me.
Yeah.
Like, his voice is so good.
I'm Batman.
But
do
that
it.
compared to his Superman voice, for example, like, I imagine
Yeah.
it's the same vocal cords producing those sounds.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I wasn't sure for a while if it had like some audio effect to make him that low, but obviously not.
Have you heard him speak normally?
No,
He's just British.
Yeah.
he's just
He's just this lovely British guy. Like, it's not like, "Rrr." He's just like, oh yeah, I love playing The Witcher. It's like, okay.
Well, hey, shows how good of an actor he is, being able to put on the It's like how you define Gerald. Oh.
yeah. He's also like, I guess, Geralt is sort of this very stoic,
Yeah.
traditional, stereotyped image of what a strong lone wolf man should be.
Yeah.
Lone wolf.
So, yeah, my pun intended. So he's supposed, I guess, in a lot of ways, The Witcher caters to that male fantasy
A
of
little
like,
bit.
you're tall, handsome, you're a lone wolf, you're stoic and rugged, and you're not really deserving of love, but you try it anyway. Like,
You're not
there's so
deserving of
much
love.
about his character's like, oh, please.
But you get
like,
I mean,
laid
it's-
so much.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely true. I mean, it's like pulls into that white man fantasy, but I think it also brings in a pretty cool, just with the whole story of it. I don't want to spoil too much, but to me, it also called a little bit upon the taking care of promises,
Yeah.
and especially children, as in this case, a dad towards a child,
Yeah.
which I don't think you see a lot with white man
No.
power fantasies a lot.
Like having a responsibility.
Yeah, being
of-
like
drawn to
a
having a
child.
responsibility.
well, yeah, like
Yeah.
a dad responsibility, which
And
I think is cool.
Even like with Jaskia. So for anyone who's played The Witcher, Jaskia is the character Dandelion in the Witcher series. Jaskia, I think, is the original Polish, which translates to like yellow flower or something like that. Even his relationship with Jaskia is so fantastic because you've got like this big stoic man who just hangs out with his horse and that's it. Kills monsters, that's all he does. And then you've got this like very excited bard who is terrified of everything, but he's like, you and me, we're gonna be mates. I'm gonna write you songs, we're gonna hang out, it's gonna be awesome. And like Gerald's sense of what's the word I'm looking for? He like has this sense of, I need to look after this idiot.
Yeah, and
Yes,
it's like,
yes.
I pity you.
Yeah. Oh
And-
god, he's in trouble. Let's save him.
It's quite sweet, his relationship with the Bard, actually, because when the barb was sort of first introduced in the series, and Henry does a wonderful job of portraying, you irritate me so much.
Yeah.
But I also like that.
Yeah.
But I'm into it.
You're
yeah.
some-
There's
your
this subtle,
friend.
like, someone cares about me, kind of, and I'm going to allow you to irritate the hell out of me. Like, it's just like...
Yeah.
I also love that, like, because when I was playing The Witcher 3, every time Dandelion would pop up, I'd be like, oh, great, here we go. Because you go and you kill a monster, and Dandelion's tagged along with you, and then you go back to the tavern, and Dandelion's like, I slayed the monster, it was me, and Geralt was there. And it's like, shut up, you didn't do anything, I worked so hard, you were such a dick. But then, like, in the series, he was really endearing, so I was very grateful for that, because he drove me absolutely nuts in Witcher 3.
Hey, yeah. I mean that he even is like that in the series as well. Like the toss a coin to your Witcher. It's all about uplifting Geralt so people like him. But it's still, if you think about it, the whole first section of the song is him singing about how he got beat.
That's true.
Exactly.
We got a subscriber.
Oh my god!
Thanks for
you
subscribing.
Thank you.
much.
Thank you. Tack så mycket in Swedish.
Oh, there
Oh,
you go.
fancy.
We're multicultural now,
Totally
guys.
Brisbane local over here. But yes,
Yep. Good
Henry.
Mm,
Good one.
love him.
Mm-mm.
Did you say good bum?
Good one.
Oh.
Good bum also. Okay,
But-
he wears tight leather pants
He
in
does really
literally all of it. So, yes.
Hey, I have to give some love to Jaski as well. Like the
Yes.
performance by that guy and the song. Still,
Good.
Oh yeah.
he should get as much love. I feel like.
Yeah.
Witcher stuff, and now we're going to talk about Halo.
Yeah.
Halo, yes.
Yeah, another lone wolf character, Master Chief.
You're going to
Yeah.
talk about Halo. Have you ever played Halo?
I played Halo 2
Yeah.
and Combat Evolved was one of my first games, but
Okay.
I'm not big into it outside of that.
Yes. I've never played it.
Ah,
So
well-
I want to hear the things.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I'm talking about Halo Reach because, as some of you may know, Halo Master Chief Collection came out beginning of December last year.
Did.
And basically they're remastering, revamping, giving 4K to all the Halo games from the franchise.
Yeah.
And they started with releasing Halo Reach. I'm really in love with the Halo
Yeah?
franchise, purely because it's my childhood. It's like
Yeah.
super nostalgic. When I was a kid, I had to choose between an Xbox and a PlayStation, and my friend had a PlayStation, so I thought it made sense for me to have an Xbox.
So you made the
Yeah.
wrong choice. Yeah.
yeah. And-
I'm joking.
but you know, I
Kinda.
we're not bought or paid by anyone to say such things. It's your opinion. But yes, I got an Xbox, and one of the first games I ever got was Halo. And learning console is actually really hard.
Yeah.
I remember how difficult it was to be like to strafe at the same time as move and look around.
Yeah.
I was terrible at Halo, but now that I'm much older and have played a lot more hours of video games, playing it on PC, dream come true. I've always wanted Halo.
I mean,
on
it was
PC.
it was about time as well. Like it's been out for such a long time. We've been crying for a first-person shooter to be first-person shooter Halo to be out. We had strategy games, but we never got the actual Halo
Yeah,
games
that's
on.
right.
Oh,
And finally,
really?
we're getting them.
Yeah, it's great. Well, first of all, the developers of Halo Reach, as Bungie and 343 Industries and Microsoft published for them. The music is done by Martin O'Donnell and Michael Salvatore. Got it, nailed it. So the original Halo Reach was released in September 2010. And so they've re-released it almost a decade later.
Wow.
So, yeah, in
timing.
December 3rd, 2019. Yeah. So it's first-person shooter. There's single-player co-op versus, and then you've got, casual
Yeah.
and hard difficulties throughout the campaign. Yeah, it's an amazing game. It's probably it's the only Halo game that doesn't follow the narrative of John, who
Yeah.
is Master Chief.
Okay.
And Master Chief is the main protagonist, and your main antagonist is the Covenant, which is like this alien army that, for some reason, likes to take everything from humans and destroy them.
It's a deep lore. It's a very, very deep
There is.
lore.
There are books. There are very at-length
Oh, really?
novels. Yeah, the
There's a
history
movie.
of John and different characters. There's films. It's a huge,
It's a big franchise.
it's a massive franchise.
Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, so like Halo Reach is set in the year 2552.
Okay.
Mm.
So about 550 years from now ish.
Still a while off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got time.
It's getting scared there.
But also Halo Reach is a direct sequel to Combat Evolved.
Oh.
It's actually not related to Master Chief, but it is a direct sequel.
Yeah.
And Halo Reach is also based off of a novel, a Halo novel called The Fall of Reach. That's what that's about.
Yeah.
So basically, you start off the game as some random dude or non-dude, or whatever you want to play as, and you're told to join like a super elite like Spartan team. So like the super warriors or like super military people that you play as in the human race are Spartans.
Okay.
And they're like mutated or modified by geneticists, and they're like 8 foot tall, huge. They're massive. They're humans, but they're just like superhumans.
Yeah.
Yeah, like trained since kids.
Like
Just
brainwashed since they were-
brutally just mushed into a monster.
I think they recruited you, or they even, I think in some instances, bred humans just for the role.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so they'd be permanently taken away from their parents. They've
Yeah.
never known anything other than like you're built to be a Spartan, and that's what you'll be forever. It's actually quite dark.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
Intense,
it's quite
yeah.
dark. As a kid, I didn't see that. I just thought I was super cool shooting stuff. But yeah, it's quite a dark lore.
Yeah.
So you play this character called Noble Six. You join a team called the Noble Team, and you're essentially it starts off where Reach is like fallen, and Reach is a human colonized planet, so it's a bit like Earth.
Okay. Yep.
And we've like colonized there. It's been attacked by the Covenant. They've totally destroyed pretty much all the inhabitants, and you have to go with your team and rescue people and basically, get rid of the Covenant from
Yeah.
Reach.
Yeah.
Essentially, most Halo games as Master Chief, you play as like a lone wolf, like a solitary sort of like, I'm going to do all this on my own kind of character. But Reach is different. You actually work with a team. You're a part of Noble Team.
Ooh.
You do have some narrative moments where you are alone, but ultimately you're always sort of surrounded by other allies. So it's a different take. It feels really good. I really like the new 4K.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I played the original many years ago, and I was like, this is amazing. And now with the 4K, I'm like, this is even more amazing. So, it's fantastic. And to be able to like have the transparency or like the transition between the 4K and the original quality, to me, it's like, it's
So huge.
it makes me see how far like games have come in a way, because
Yeah.
Definitely.
because Halo was one of my first games, Combat
Yeah.
Evolved, and Reach wasn't that far after, really.
Mm.
It kind of gave me like this huge perspective.
it's such a classic game too. It's one of those ones that
Everyone
even
knows.
people that aren't big gamers, you say Halo, they're like, oh yeah, first person shooter. Like,
Yeah.
I might have never played it, but I know it definitely.
Oh my gosh.
And I watched a bit of Red versus Blue. I was
Oh,
younger too.
yeah,
so.
yeah, that's a good classic. I mean,
I used to have a big crush on Cortana.
yes.
As a kid, I didn't know what was happening because I didn't know I was gay or anything, but I was like, Cortana.
Like, I like that.
She's,
Hey.
she's like an AI.
Wait, like
She has a
Wait,
holographic representation,
Yeah.
like a
But, like,
physical.
Windows has Cortana.
Yeah.
right?
Yes, that's where it comes from.
You can literally ask. So if you tap on the microphone and go, "Hey Cortana, where is Master Chief?" She will literally answer. That information is classified.
Yeah.
It's really awesome.
God, I'm
It's-
shook.
It's transmedia at its
Well,
best. It's
Xbox
beautiful.
is Microsoft, right?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes. A whole new
The
boom.
mind blown.
Now it explains
emoji,
everything.
Just,
Yeah. No,
oh,
It's all like the
shook.
realization is coming to you now.
yeah.
Cortana. Wow.
Yeah, that's Cortana. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
Where
she's
she
babe.
comes from.
as a male playing this as a kid, I mean, I can relate
Yep.
definitely.
Feeling
So
Cortana.
feeling the
Feeling,
Cortana.
you definitely can't feel Cortana. She's
no,
an AI.
no, exactly. You can't. It's just
She's
a
not
blur.
physically real.
No.
It does it kind of just the way you're describing it and everything, it's really reminding me of Mass Effect, like the storyline.
Similar.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very similar, even down to the AI, because there's an AI in Mass Effect called Edie who also has a very nice voice, and other characters
There
in the
is
game comment
actually
on it.
slightly off topic, but relevant.
Yeah.
go for it.
You know how you've got like Siri and Cortana is essentially the same sort of thing,
Yeah,
AI
Alexa.
that sort of helps you,
Yeah.
rah, rah, rah. There is actually one called Evie. Evie, i.e., same spelling as me. And I was so
Whoa.
close to downloading it onto my phone just as a bit of a gag. And then I realized the amount of people that say, hey, Evie, or my name, can you imagine how often it would just go off?
Like, yeah, yes, hello.
Yeah, so that's semi
There you
related.
go.
But
That, you gave me a good idea for a 1st of April joke now. Thank you.
an irritating...
Yes.
Yeah, thanks.
No,
Okay.
no worries.
It's just enough time for Evie to forget about that too. So
Yeah, right?
yeah, I reckon
Yeah.
do it.
Okay, all right. Muted. So, back to Halo.
Mm.
Yes.
The really cool thing is because it's on the Master Chief Collection, and if you purchase the Master Chief Collection on Steam,
Get everything right.
you get everything.
Mm.
I think Halo Reach was out for about $11 or something, so it actually
Wow.
wasn't like an unreasonable price.
That is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's fully remastered. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's
lovely.
4K remake. Like, it's
Oh my
worth it.
gosh,
And then it
for
was like
sure.
50 or $55 or something for the full Master Chief Collection, which is all the games coming out again remastered. And I'm just like, it's like frothing. I'm so
That's
excited.
amazing.
So yeah, I'm hanging out for the next ones to come out. The Master Chief collection is well and truly worth it if you have any nostalgia or you have any particular, like, I don't know, you love solo campaigns.
Mhm.
Like you like that single player feel of going on your own journey, and you're over the battle royales that are out there,
Yeah.
and you're over just sort of a lot of that online stuff. You don't actually
sure.
need it
No.
Yeah.
because campaigns are fantastic like that. So
Yeah, I mean, overall, like, it's a game I think is worth jumping into. A franchise worth testing. It's going to be talked about for such a long time coming as well.
Mm.
It's so many kids' childhood. Yeah,
Yeah.
you should try it.
Maybe
It's
I
history.
should.
Yeah.
$11.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty great.
It's a pretty deal.
It's available on PC and Xbox One.
Mhm.
The original Halo Reach is available on Xbox 360 too, if you can get your hands on it.
Wow.
But yeah,
Mm.
so
Very exciting.
There
How
you
go.
long until the next one comes out? Do you know? Have they
No,
given
I
a
haven't.
Release date?
I haven't looked.
Don't know.
Haven't heard of it. I mean,
I haven't heard. I don't think they've actually released anything about it.
no, I think they're just gonna keep like rolling it out as it goes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just gonna grow in value, really. Like, the more of the games you get,
Sure.
the more attractive it's gonna be.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for Combat Evolved. Like, it's my childhood.
Yeah.
exciting.
If you'd like to check out the full review, I will be posting on the Zedgames Facebook and Twitter page at ZedGamesAU a link to the written review, so you can check that out.
Yes.
Yeah,
Have
we've
a
had
read.
like a lot of fun tonight, guys.
It's been
Yeah.
really good.
It was fun
How
for the
did you-
first time.
Yeah.
it was
how did
amazing.
you find it, Will? You had fun?
I'm hoping I'm gonna get to come back a lot more. It's
Yes.
beautiful. It's so much fun here, actually. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I
Great.
think definitely. That's gonna be
Suck him
happening.
in, trap him.
Get him. Get him so
Trapping
kindly
the Swede.
Trap the Swede.
for at least a few more
We'll
months.
just pretend to be really nice, and he'll be like, "Oh, that's lovely. I'll come in," and then bam,
Yeah, it's like
you'll get
Venus
Stockholm
flytrap.
syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stockholm syndrome. I'm from Gothenburg,
Maybe
so
too
it's
soon. I
I'm
don't
from
know.
Gothenburg, so it's fine.
Okay. Have a lovely night or day or wherever you are. Bye.
Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to Zed Games. If you'd like to listen to more, check out our podcast on Spotify or follow us on social media at ZedGamesAU. See you next time.